this one is Lulu, and this is Lily's mum, Daisy. And then we've got Simone over there, Elizabeth, Lisa, and this is Lola. Her name is Lola. She is a show goat. She's very friendly. And then over in the corner, let me just flip the camera so you can see her properly. This looking very grumpy and austere is Margaret.
Oh, hello, Margaret.
She's like the boss. She's just kind of keeping an eye on everything. The best goats are goats like Mary here. So they're just super friendly, curious. You can see they just want head rubs and attention all the time. And they're curious about the camera and what's going on. And yeah, you definitely couldn't do it with sheep because sheep just don't want to know, do they? They just want to do their own thing, really. But the goats are very curious about everything and very affectionate. So they're really easy to film.
And how did you start doing this?
Well, it started as a joke. It's a family farm, and I took over a few years ago, and I really want to save up enough money to swap the whole farm onto renewable power, so buy solar panels and maybe a wind turbine and heat pumps and stuff, but they're super expensive. So I've been spending years trying to save up to afford them. And the year before COVID, everything was going really well. We just started doing weddings at the farm as well, and accommodation too. So that was bringing more money in. And I just hired my first 2 members of staff before the pandemic. And then we went into lockdown, and I had nothing for them to do because they were sorting out the accommodation and the weddings and educational visits and stuff. So I was like, what can I do? Because I really want to carry on earning money so I can carry on saving for these solar panels and wind turbines and stuff. So we're literally just iterating through ideas. That's my apprentice in the background, wandering around, filming a goat right now. So yeah, first the barn that we used for educational visits and for weddings, we turned that into a plant nursery. So it was full of fruit and veggie plants and herbs and stuff. And we were selling loads of extra produce that we'd grown. And then we started selling manure as well, which was brilliant, but we did not realize how popular it would be. And we don't have a mini digger to fill the bags up. So we're literally shoveling it by hand. It was just me. And we were selling like 100 bags a day. And each bag is 25 kilos. It's like 2.5 tons of muck to shovel every day. So I was ripped by the end of it. And that was really, really hard work. It was earning decent money, but obviously it stank, which is fine. But it was just really physically draining work because I'm a little scrawny noodle. So just cracked on with it, but I was trying to think of something to do that would be like earn more money so I can get my staff back, and that would hopefully be a little bit less strenuous. And that's when I came up with the goats idea. It was a joke originally. We just put it on the website like, are you bored in your video meetings? Why don't you book a goat? And then people wanted to, and here we are a year later. It's gone viral. People all over the world booking goats. So yeah, it's a $5, and you just get like a 5-minute call with the goat, and the goat will talk to you in the chat and be like, hey, it's delicious, how's it going? And just like talk to you for a bit. And yeah, it's just I think it's a nice way for people who are in lockdown in various countries around the world just to have like 5 minutes in a parallel universe and freak their boss out by adding a goat to the like all hands meeting. So yeah, it's just a nice way to bring people a bit of joy in what's a bit of a crazy time, and also carry on saving up for those solar panels and keep my awesome apprentice employed. There he is. He wants to go to New Zealand one day. If any farms out there are listening.
And do you have any people who are regular callers who book a regular slot?
Yeah, there's one family. So it's like grown-up adult kids and their mum, who I think lives alone. I can't quite tell from the setup, but they book the same goat, Marge, every week. It's just like part of their family call now, and they're always like, "Hi, Marge, how are you?" Marge is like, "I'm fine, thank you, just eating my hay." And Marge is in kid now, so the other week it was really nice because we knew which goats were in kid by then, so. Marge was like, "Oh, I have got exciting news. I'm expecting," and they're like, "Oh, Marge, how exciting!" It's like family announcement or something. It's so nice because if people are stuck in lockdown and they can't get out, especially older people, like the sort of matriarch of that call is an older lady, probably like grandma or whatever, and it's just really nice that she's made friends with the goat, and it's like a funny story to tell the grandkids when they're on Zoom, and it's just sort of a bit of something silly when you can't really do a lot else. So yeah, it's just bringing people a bit of very unusual, bizarre, off the wall joy, which is good. Oh, Lulu's wanting a moment on New Zealand radio. Say hi, Lulu.
Yeah, and what has the response been like to it? Have you had any calls from sort of really far-flung places that you didn't expect?
Yeah, every country in the world apart from we haven't had Antarctica. We've had no calls from Antarctica. There's like maybe a few other countries. There's some countries in Africa who haven't called yet. But literally, like the map of like where all the calls are from is all of it is blue with bookings. It's mad. I never ever envisaged that I would be making money by putting my goats on the internet, but here we are. Welcome to 2021.